He ruled the greatest empire the world has ever seen. He had armies, gold, slaves, and absolute power. And yet, every night, he opened a notebook and wrote to himself that he was nothing. You are about to enter the mind of Marcus Aurelius, and be warned, it is not a comfortable place. History likes to paint emperors as monsters or demigods. Marcus Aurelius was something worse. He was human. Completely, painfully human. He ruled Rome from 161 to 180 AD. He faced wars, plagues, betrayals, and the death of several of his children. But what no one tells you is that on the inside, he fought a different war. Against anger, against ego, against the fear of becoming exactly the kind of man he despised. The meditations were not meant to be published. They were a personal diary. Raw, repetitive notes written on the battlefield, often at night, with the smell of blood still in the air. This wasn't an enlightened man writing wisdom. It was a broken man trying not to drown. There is one phrase he repeated in different ways throughout the entire book. It sounds simple, but when you understand its weight, it changes everything. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. But he didn't write this as advice for you. He wrote it as a reminder to himself, because he knew that, without this reminder, he would break. To pride, to cruelty, to despair. He speaks of death with an uncomfortable coldness. He says that Alexander the Great and his mule driver died and went to the same place. That Caesar and his slave turned to the same dust. Why did he do this? To free himself from the illusion that power meant something permanent. This is Dark Stoicism. It is not positivity. It is the brutal acceptance that everything you have, your position, your health, the people you love, can be taken away. And the question is not, why is this happening to me? The question is, what will you do when it happens? Lesson number 1, you will betray yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote about his own anger, about times he was rude, impatient, arrogant. He didn't pretend to be perfect. Stoicism does not demand perfection. It demands that you always return to the path, even after you fall. Lesson number 2, people will let you down. Prepare yourself. He said to begin each morning expecting to meet ungrateful, cruel, and dishonest people, not as pessimism, but as a vaccine. He who expects the best from everyone and does not prepare for the worst shatters. He who knows what is coming remains standing. Lesson number 3, the present is all that exists. He repeated that the past is already dead and the future is not yet born. That suffering for what is past or agonizing over what may come is wasting the only real thing you have, the now. This is not cheap motivation. It is a cold and precise sentence. Marcus Aurelius died in 180 AD, likely from a plague far from Rome, in the middle of a military campaign. He didn't die in peace on a throne. He died in the field, exactly as he lived, fighting. The meditations have survived for almost 2,000 years, not because they are inspiring, but because they are true. And the darkest truth he left behind is this: you can be the most powerful man in the world and still wake up every morning having to convince yourself to be a decent human being. This is the weight of being human. And Stoicism does not remove this weight. It teaches you how to carry it. If you are ready to bear this weight starting today, go down to the comments and type the word strength. Welcome to the axis of chaos.